Hey, hey, Leah Dawn here. Oh, on this Monday afternoon. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm gonna give y'all just a moment, give Facebook just a moment to connect that we are live. Hello, hello, hello. I love these little awkward moments just when you're connecting and realize people are showing up. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Stan. Hey, Shauna. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hey, Erin. Yeah, getting a little Blair Witch here for just a minute while I get comfortable. Chris Times. Nice to see you. Hello, hello. Hope y'all are doing well this Monday afternoon. Moving into springtime, finally. Finally, Christine. Hello. I know some of you are like, springtime? What are you talking about, springtime? We're getting another Arctic blast over here. Right now, I'm in a t-shirt. Just to tease y'all a little bit. I'll be eating my words in like another couple days when it starts to get like in freezing temperatures. Hey, Julie. I can be a smartass all I want right now. Over the cold. Over the cold. I think we all sort of get, once it gets like March, February, like end of February into March, we sort of like get really, really sick of the winter time, right? And I don't know if you guys are like me, but then I get sort of excited for the spring and for winter, for spring and summer to come, and I can't wait to see everything start to bloom and get nice, and then it starts getting really, really hot, and I'm like, oh God, I can't wait for the fall. Like, I'm never happy. I put my shovel away at the end of May. Whew. Hey, Brittany. Whew. The end of May. Oh, Chris. I couldn't imagine. I don't even have a shovel. Stinking hot here, and it's autumn. I am here now. She says with her superhero cape, I am her now. Yeah, I don't even own a shovel. And like, I'm not saying that to like be a smart ass and be like, haha, you have snow and I don't. Because I really love the snow. I really wish it would snow more where I am, or where I have been. So I say that with a little bit of ha ha ha, but at the same time, I'm like, God, I would love to build a snowman. Just one snowman a year would be great. Hey, Christy, give me a snowman. I want to have a big old snowball fight and go sledding and all that good fun stuff. Can't do that. Can't do that in Oak Island, North Carolina. But today, I'm actually broadcasting from Mooresville. I am, for those of you that don't know, I'm staying with my business coach and friend, Christine Ferraro. Hey, Virginia, and just really just transforming. I'm in a place of movement. I'm in a place of, as you guys know, I've been working a lot here lately. Excuse me, my own journey of parallel lives and stepping into the parallel existences, and I am in North Carolina. I am stepping into the parallel existences and the things that I want to achieve from my life, right? Because I'm at a stage now where I'm like, you know what? I am ready for the journey and the adventure just to really completely and totally open up. And the wonderful thing that's happening with this is that as I'm shifting into these parallel realities, Aw. As I'm shifting into these parallel realities, like a lot of stuff is coming up. Like a lot of stuff is coming up for me, right? And it's, we're here, we're evolving. There's constant evolution, and we're constantly moving, and we're constantly learning a lot about ourselves. And one of the things that, for me, I think is very, very important is as we start evolving, we start shifting, we start up-leveling in our lives, there's things that become uncomfortable that that cause us to face it, right? That cause us to face certain issues in our lives. And we sort of get in that mode of, oh my gosh, I'm moving 2 steps, I'm moving 3 steps forward, and I'm going 2 steps back. And that's actually not a reality. There's no such thing as stepping backwards. You cannot go forward and step backwards at the same time. There's just no such thing. It doesn't exist. Hey, Erica. So as you begin to move forward, and as you begin to step into your forward, you may notice that things begin to come up that feel harsh, or they feel uncomfortable, or they don't feel in alignment with your movement. But here's the thing about it. If we change the perspective, hey Shauna, if we begin to change the perspectives, this is pretty cool. When the awareness pieces come up, the growth pieces come up, and the evolving pieces come up, and there's some things that come up that don't feel good. And we sort of look at them and go, okay, so this is coming up so that I am aware of it. I had a reading today, in one of my card readings today, and as I was reading them, it was talking about awareness, and coming into the awareness of the things that feel hard, or feel like they need to be dealt with. And one of the things that came up during that was, I was like, someone who is an alcoholic has to, they have to realize that they're an alcoholic. They have to own the fact that they're an alcoholic in order to heal it, and start, moving past it, and really growing beyond the I'm losing my words, the alcohol abuse, and getting themselves into a healthier state. And so when we become aware of the things as we're moving forward, things come up that don't feel right, they don't feel in alignment, they don't feel good. This is not a negative thing. We tend to think that we're going backwards, and that's not entirely true. We can look at these awareness points in our movement forward. Yeah, we can look at these things in our awareness. Well, moving on, Shauna, I'm in that same kind of process of moving on. So this will speak to you, I hope, and I hope it makes sense for you. Because what I'm noticing is, as I'm moving on, I'm stepping into a life that I think is worthy for me, or I think is deserving, and I'm up-leveling in my life, not just in my business, in my whole entire life. And this is what I've asked my guys to do. I've asked them to sort of lead me into a place where I'm growing and developing, in all areas of my life, in my relationships, in my business, in my health. Right? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Renee. As we begin moving into those places and shifting into those places, I've asked for the awareness of the things that need to be healed to come up. And boy, have they come up. Be careful what you ask for. I'm not sure. I think it's a good thing that I've asked for it, because it was so funny, because Christine and I, on Saturday, we were messing with the tarot cards, and a whole bunch of them fell out. And I was like, okay, so we just laid them across the table and put the spreads out across the table. And one of the things that kept jumping out is that there was going to be a new awareness coming forward, a new something coming forward. And I sort of knew that it was going to be something that was like a resistance for me, or a blockage for me. And I was like, uh-oh, here we go. But at the same time, it's like the awareness comes up. I see it, right? I see it. I recognize it. And I can go, okay, Now that I know what it is, now that it's present, I don't have to look at this negatively. I can actually look at it with a positive approach and say, okay, it's here. I have to deal with it. I have to face it. And once I deal with it and face it, see where it stems from, I can begin to move on. Now, for those of you who worked with me in the past and know my practices pretty well, I'm not a fan of like inner child healing work. I'm not a fan of that at all, because I don't think that we need to revisit our traumas in order to heal ourselves. I think that we've already been through that trauma one time enough, right? We don't need to revisit our traumas to go back and heal ourselves. I think we can take the healing from a standpoint of, I'm no longer in that place where that inner child is affected. And I started doing this thing where like when it would come up, an issue would come up, I would cross over the inner child. I would do it just like I would a spirit who's stuck here on earth. I would just literally take it from the standpoint of crossing them over into the other side and sending them into a divine space so that can be healed. And in my physical space, I could begin my healing period from here. I know where it stems from. That's all I need to know. I know where it stems from, and now I can begin to heal moving forward. Hey, Ava. And it's been a wonderful revealment. It's been a wonderful revealment, and I'm sure there's so much more to be revealed, because I am a human being living in a physical world. But at the same time, I also recognize that my spiritual needs and my metamorphosis in my spiritual movement is growing and it is expanding. And I also know that the law of divine oneness says that my body and spirit are coming together. So it's not just one part of me that's moving; it's the whole evolution of who I am that's moving. And so all parts of me need to be healed, right? All parts of me need to show up. So it's not that, you go 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. It's that you take 3 steps forward. And when you have the awareness that something is uncomfortable, creating a blockage for you in your life, then you're moving another 2 steps forward. There's nothing negative about that at all. There's nothing negative about having fear. There's nothing negative about understanding that you are, what's the word, vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with having fear. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. There's nothing wrong with even having pain. It's what you do with it. It's what you choose to do with it. Are you going to let it stifle you, or are you going to let it continue to grow? Or are you going to use it, you're going to let it stifle you, or are you going to use it? You're going to use it for your growth. Hey, Abella. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Ava. Nice to see all of you. And so I'm choosing to use what's coming up. I'm choosing to heal it. I'm choosing to understand it. I'm choosing to face it and move past it. So I can, on my way out, I can be like, you know what? Great. I'm done with that now. I don't have to keep revisiting this. These patterns don't have to keep evolving for me in my movement forward, in my evolvement forward. I know that when we make choices that are healthy for us, and they're scary, but we do it anyway, things are going to come up in your experience. We can't look at them with a deceiving eye, or oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that. We have to look at them with the point of view as they're coming up to heal and move. It's an awareness point, and there's nothing more powerful than than understanding that it's an awareness point, and understanding it's going to help you get to the next path. For those of you who don't know, Christine Ford and I have created a group called the Intuitive Bridge to Purpose. We created a mastermind called the Intuitive Bridge to Purpose. And one of the subjects that I'm getting ready to speak on today is the universal law of polarity, and how the experiences that we go through, even the experiences that feel like shit, the experiences that we go through and move through and conquer on the other side, those experiences, while they are hard, hey Melody, while they are hard and while they may seem difficult, on the other side of that, when you move through them and you push past them, you can use your knowledge to help another, be in service to another. And to me, there's no greater teacher than someone who's been through the shit experience and came out on the other side. There's no greater teacher to say, you know what, I'm going through this now and I want you to see my journey. I want you to see the journey that's unfolding, because I am willing to be vulnerable and authentic and show you what I'm going through and show you how I'm going to push past it and grow past it and really step into my desires. I think a lot of us hear the buzzword law of attraction, and I'm going to call it a buzzword. I believe in the law of attraction, but right now it's a major buzzword. Law of attraction and manifestation and all of that. And law of attraction is a real thing. It's a universal law. It comes from scientific principle. Yes, it does come from hermetic principles as well, but it also has a scientific principle to it. It's real. It's real. But at the same time, there are so many other scientific and universal laws out there that support the law of attraction. And it's not just a universal law of attraction. There's a universal law of polarity, which is a huge piece of law of attraction. There's a universal law of divine oneness, which is another huge piece of law of attraction. And then there's this whole parallel reality thing. There's this whole parallel reality thing. I don't know how many of you actually watch Abraham Hicks, one of my favorite speakers in law of attraction. Esther Hicks is actually a channel for Abraham, and she talks a lot about what they call rockets of desire. Right? When you have a desire and it's so strong within you, what you do is you send out what's called a rocket of desire, and you send it out into the universe. And when you begin to align with that rocket of desire, you sort of step into your vortex and it's available to you. So just put it plain and simple, is that every time that there is a desire and it feels really strong and it's something that you want, the universe is telling you that it's already created for you. It's already there. It's already available to step into, right? So that is our rockets of desire. This is what we call probable realities in the world of parallel realities. And once you begin to really visualize and put yourself in that place, you can actually shift your perception into this reality and make your dreams come true. And I've been doing this now for a while. And going through my own stages of healing and moving past some relationships. And I actually stayed with my mom for about a week, and oh my God, not to put down my mom. I love my mom, but I have moved on and involved so much in my own personal experience that when I was back there, I was like, oh no, this feels like a time from 100 years ago. I remember it, but it feels like a time from 100 years ago, and I am not going back 100 years. So I didn't visit long. Which is why I was like, you know what, hanging out with Christine. So I'm here now, and I'm planning my adventure. I'm actually going location independent, which has been my dream for years. Just to travel. I want to get to know the whole United States. This is my country. I've not even been to the Pacific coast yet. I've not ever seen the Pacific Ocean, and this is my country, and I've not seen it all. And so everyone, I even know a lot of people talk about, location independent, they're going to different countries and visiting different places. I'm like, right now I just want to see the United States. I just want to see the entire United States. And so, I'm on a mission to do that. That is my dream, is to see the entire country that I belong to. And I know that the USA has got a lot of spiritual places and a lot of metaphysical places and a lot of really cool places to visit. That I want to tap into. So a lot of different cities and a lot of different, San Francisco is a big one. Asheville's a big one. I'm in North Carolina, but I've never been to Asheville. So I want to see Asheville, San Francisco. I want to go see Colorado. I've been dreaming about Colorado. Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, maybe parts of California. Everyone keeps talking about how wonderful California is. So I got to go see California too. But the San Francisco area is what's really, really calling to me. And Portland, Oregon is really, really calling to me. So, and Colorado is huge, like huge, huge, huge. Like it's becoming so huge. I'm like, do I go to Colorado first? And then of course I want to go back home to Massachusetts and, Maine and New Hampshire and see my family that I haven't seen in years. To see my sister and my aunts and my cousins and, the people I haven't seen in years I want to get to. So, I mean, there's so much that I want to do and I've been holding myself back. And just because I'm thinking, well, I'm here, I got to do this and life gets in the way and we sort of don't make those plans and then this happens and I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm taking hold of it now. I'm getting in the car and I'm driving. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. So I have a lot in the plans to do that. But I just wanted to come on here and just talk about, because even as I am going through these transitions and even though I'm stepping into, I feel so aligned. I feel so alive. I feel amazing. And at the same time, there's issues that come up. Like I caught myself yesterday. Over the past couple of years, I've gained like 60 pounds. And so, I caught myself yesterday sort of being really judgy with myself, for the weight, being really judgy with my appearance. And, so, well, it's big. And then you get me, my dad died and I've been living with my mother. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, had done with that, Virginia. So like, this moving into these parallel realities. Oh my God. It's amazing. It's just amazing. And Virginia, I know where you're at. I know I've been there, done that. I know. But you know what? Like I said, I caught myself being really judgy with myself yesterday. I got off topic because I saw Virginia's comment and I identified with it. I am coming to Asheville. That's like one of my big places I want to see. And I live in North Carolina. So there you go, right? But I did catch myself being really, really judgy with myself over my weight and my appearance. And I caught it, right? Hey, Barbara. And I caught it. And at first it didn't feel really good. You know, here I am talking about self-love and taking good care of yourself. And then here I am being really super judgy with myself. But, I was like, wow. You know, yeah, so you've gained some weight. Okay, so that doesn't feel good, but is it about the weight or is it about your self-reflection? Is it about more self-love? So as I send my clients to the mirror, I'm finding myself running to the mirror and talking to myself this morning in the mirror and giving myself some love and some kudos. And thank you, Barbara. Hey, Miranda. Giving myself love and kudos and reminding myself why I'm here and what I'm doing. And that, and then I was thinking, when I eat really good, like it feels really good. And I even feel better. My energy feels better. And I was like, you know what? You don't have to be super judgy with yourself. You don't have to be super judgy with yourself. You are who you are on the inside is what matters. And when you start really aligning with that, yeah, I want to find all the ones losing weight because I'm finding it. Would love to return it to the rightful owner. Young, I'm 46. I'm not that young. I'm 46, but you know what? I had my birthday. January 31st was my birthday, and on my 46th birthday, I was like, I'm kind of, for the first time ever, I was like, I'm kind of good with my age. Like, I like being 46. I like it. Like when I was 40, I cried. When I was 41, I cried harder because I was 40 something. But when I hit 46, I was like, whew. You're a crone. And I like it. Like I was owning it. Like I'm owning it, right? And, it's just an amazing feeling. And, some days I feel 46 and other days I feel like I'm 20. And I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling either age, right? I had more trouble with 41 than I did 40 because I was 40 something. I cried like a baby on my 41st birthday. 40 was hard, but 41 was harder. Yeah, so now I'm looking at 50 and I'm like, hell yeah, 50. Bring it on because I'm evolving and growing and 50 is going to be fun, right? 50 is the new 40 and 40 is the new 30, right? So they say. But I'm just owning it and it feels really, really good. So this whole parallel reality movement into the perspectives. That's what it's about, guys. It's the perspectives. It's like taking have you ever heard, life throws you lemons, makes some lemonade, and it's so cliche as hell, right? But at the same time, it's really true. It's like taking the experiences and, yeah, at face value, they may feel hard, and they may feel uncomfortable, and they may hurt. But if we can look at its value and how it's helping us evolve to the next space, or what kind of love it has given us throughout the years, or what kind of what it made you into or who you've becoming, it's pretty freaking amazing. Because when we evolve past these bodies and we move into spirit, we don't have the same taste because, well, we don't have taste because taste is a human body thing. We don't smell because smell is a human body thing. And all the communication is all telepathic, is an energy vibration that we feel and pick up on. And there's love, but it's unconditional love. It's not the kind of conditional love that we get to experience here on earth. And we don't get to see the flowers like we see them with our physical eyes, right? Should throw me potatoes so I can make vodka, right? Yes, when you get potatoes, make vodka. We'll totally change that lemon and lemonade. Get me some potatoes, I'll make some vodka. I am with that, Chris. I'll be there to make some vodka with you. I will come to Canada just to do that. What really matters is what's on the inside. You have a bright soul full of love and light. We do tend to judge ourselves on the outside, but it really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how we feel about ourselves. Age is just a number. This is also about how we feel. Yeah, you know what? I'm serious. It is about how you feel on the inside. And that's what when I sat there this morning, I was doing my own mirror work, and I was like, you know what? I know there's an internal beauty in me, and I full of love, and I care about people, and that's what shines out. That's what shines out. And I know that when I begin taking care of eating right and healthy, that I'm going to feel great and I'm going to feel better. But it's not something that I have to do to appease anybody or to make an appearance, or, it's not about what anybody else thinks of me. It's how I feel on the inside that matters. And so it was great that it came up because it gave me something to heal. It gave me something to move past. And then I got really, really tired last night, like exhausted and tired. And I wanted to go sit down, and I was like, we tend to be, but I've witnessed thank you. Yes, they are opening. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, I mean, last night I was so tired. Like, I work, guys. And Christine has made me, like, shut the laptop. And I was so exhausted last night. She's like, just get away from the phone, get away from the laptop, and go sit and just, be tired. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay, not to constantly be turned on to the psychic energy and constantly answering questions about psychic stuff. It's okay. I can just be Dawn sometimes and like sit back and chill and have a glass of wine and just enjoy the moment, It's okay to be tired. Right? And it's okay to say no. When those things start coming up and they're into my, she did, when they literally just be Dawn, just be the Dawn part of Aaliyah Dawn. It's amazing. It's amazing. When you get to own it and you are aware of it and you get to own it and be like, you know what? I know why that's coming up. And it's okay now that it's come up because now I recognize it and I can hear it. I can feel it. I can move into it. I am terrible at saying no because I never want to say no, right? But boundaries are important. Boundaries are important. It's a whole important part of the process. Okay, so I did promise to do some readings. I don't have any cards with me. I don't have any crystals with me. I'm just sitting outside here with me and my phone. If you have a question, I think I'll take a couple people. If you have a question that you want answered, I'll definitely try to channel in with you. Hey, Michelle. I've been doing the card readings, the daily card readings and guidance, the spiritual guidance, the daily spiritual guidance. And guys, it has been incredible. It's been so much fun connecting, with the folks that I have and really just, oh my God, like it's been fun. I mean, Christine was like, you're even smiling when you're doing them. I'm like, I know, because I'm like laughing at some of them and like, oh my God, like when they come back and they tell me something that's from the card reading. It's been so much fun and I've enjoyed it so much. Our wait list is up, because the wait list got filled. So I'm not taking anybody else until April 2nd. But if you are interested, you can register for it. It just won't begin to April 2nd because there's only one person. I can only do so many. All right. And if you guys are if you guys are the ones who are already on the card reads, you don't have to be waitlisted for any of it. If you want to keep going from the end, we can redo that to keep going from the end. But new people coming on, it is a wait list. So it's starting April 2nd, and we've just had, I mean, my God, it's just been so much fun, and I'm loving the confirmations that are coming from it. And I should have been doing this like a long time ago. So it just started it like what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3.5, 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Anyway. Yeah, about 4 weeks ago, I started. And, hi, Adriana. Nice to see you. So if you guys are interested in it, let me know. I will connect with you and get you. I know, what a great idea, right? Wonder who came up with that idea. Is moving forward away from a relationship the right and healthy thing to do, or hold on? Shauna, okay, so Shauna, I felt you in the first post. Okay? That's why I sort of like, I sort of like stopped myself when you posted earlier because I felt you in the first post. You've already made the break. Have you already made the break? Because I feel like that break, is of course very healthy for you because, I feel like there's like, so Shauna Walters, I feel like there's, oh my gosh. So I feel like I sort of identify with you a little bit. So I don't know if there's been some negative behavior on your partner's part, but um it feels like it's been a little bit soul sucking, right? So yeah, so now you had him move out, but there's still connection, right? There's still that connection between the two of you, and I also sort of feel like you feel like you still love him very deeply, or you care for him very, very deeply. Um, were you guys together like a couple of years? Why am I just seeing like a year and a half? Why am I seeing that? Anyway, it feels to me like this is very healthy for you, and it's very healthy for him. Um, if you're asking about a reunion, I'm going to just say that the universe is saying no, at least not yet, at least not for a while. Okay. I feel like, you know what, Shauna? I feel like this journey is about you now. I feel like this journey is about you now. I so identify with you, girl. This journey is about you now. Okay. And, I don't know if there's not a whole lot of support for you, Shauna, but it feels like, I don't know if your dad's passed, or why am I hearing father? Um, I don't know if your father's like present and helping you, or if your father's trying to come through. There's definitely male energy here. But it's positive reinforcement male energy. It's not like male energy that's negative. Um, so yeah, it's definitely healthy for you. Um, I think you're scared, and not because I think you're scared that you're not gonna find love again, or like he was the one that you only that you would only love, or if there's like money issues, or like you're not going to get the help that you need. There's like this tossing around between the two of it. And it's almost like I'm making excuses for it. Okay, because that's what I felt. That's exactly what I felt, was either dad is like coming, but there is definitely still a male energy that's still present. So I don't know if this is your dad's dad. I heard dad is helping. I saw dad helping. But there's somebody in spirit too who's also connecting with you. You are you also trying to expand into something new career wise, Shauna? Are you also going into a new yourself? A new transition with career and development? Because what I'm seeing is like, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, right? So I don't know if you're questioning something in your career path, or if there's something that doesn't feel like it's coming to fruition right now, but I'm hearing don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Okay? So, I think it would be good for you to get some clarity, do some meditation. Okay. I think the communication is going to hinder progress a little bit. So, Shauna, sort of, if you can, okay. Okay. So if you can, try to really make this focus about you right now. Okay. Hey, Vicky, I am doing readings. I am doing readings. If there's a question, I'm just going to do a couple. All right. I have pressing money needs, but I tried to hold out to be doing just spirit work. I finally gave in and started looking for a regular job. Is taking the preschool job going to move me forward, or is it going backward? What do you think? All right, this is Virginia. Virginia, are you still here? Virginia, are you still here? Shauna, you got a grandfather looking over you. There's definitely, it's definitely male. Like, I'm here. um, okay. Virginia. Okay, so Virginia, I don't know if you're here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just answer that anyway. You are, the reason why I think you're having trouble in your spiritual work is because you are having a hard time, um, you're having a hard time charging money for the work that you do. Okay? Um, there is a hindrance in there. It's almost like I should be ashamed of myself for charging money for what I do. I don't know. There's something in there. Something doesn't feel right. And you're not here with me. So I'm just trying to give you my first feelings from this. I think the preschool thing, I think for you, Virginia, if you are coming back and listening, I think the preschool thing is okay for right now. It's definitely not, it's not your purpose. It's not lining up with your purpose. Okay? But we gotta work on your mindset. I want you to be working on your mindset. Mindset work related around money and feeling good about the value that you give, and why you do it and why you're called to it. Okay? So I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that. Okay. My grandpa, was he your dad's dad, Shauna? Vicky Hansen, did you have a question, my love? It's been a long time. I'm gonna come. I just answered it, Virginia. I just answered it back. So you might have to go back. But gosh, when Vicky is typing her question now. So what I'm gonna say is I did say something to you. Okay, I've set an intention to start dating, but I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of lonely. Okay. Vicky. You definitely feel weird charging people. All right, Vicky, I'm just tapping into your question a little bit. Virginia, I'm gonna have you go back and listen. Because I've got Vicky in my head now. I got Vicky moving through my head now. All right, Vicky. There's a lot of male energy. Vicky, you got a male energy here too. And it's not your dad. It feels like somebody, it feels like somebody who is, um, maybe a past love or somebody who you knew really well that was a really good friend. There's definitely like a friend relationship kind of connection. Um, he might have even been like sort of a bit of a wild child. I'm seeing like motorcycles and I'm hearing like vroom, like like the Harley kind of motorcycle. Like he's not a little guy either. He's like um he's a big guy with a teddy bear heart. And he's got he's got like a black beard that goes into a goatee. Oh wow, he's got like a lot of love. I don't know if you're identifying with him, but he's got like a lot of love. Like a lot of love coming from him. Um, so it's okay. So there's this thing, Vicky. And I know you're in a new place and you're in new surroundings. Um, he's telling me that you're having trouble being you. Like there's, um, like being the you that you used to know. It's like it's like you need permission for, um, the goddess spirit part of you, like the younger energy of you to come out. As the sun like blocking me? Is like you need permission for her to come out. Because I see you going out and doing some things very sparingly, but I almost sort of reserve myself a little bit. Um, I don't know if it's not shyness, but it feels like shyness. Does that make sense to you? Like, I know you, and I know you're not a shy person, but it feels like I'm reserving myself, like I'm holding back. And I'm not letting her out, right? Um, okay. And it's like I want to get you more involved with, uh, not like just going out to like a bar or something like that. Like I really, um, mm, that's what's causing you to hold back, right? The weight issues. You're not seeing how beautiful you are. You're not seeing the value in who you are, and it's like I was talking about earlier, Vicky, with myself, is that you aren't. So the you that's you when you're thin is the same you that's you when you have weight on. And sometimes we allow society standards to dictate to us our self-worth, right? So I think I'm gonna definitely send you to the mirror and start looking at yourself in the mirror. We go to the bathroom, everybody who's listening, we go to the bathroom 4 or 5 times a day, right? And so every time we go into the bathroom, we pass by a mirror. We wash our hands and we sort of glance up at the mirror. We might fix our hair. But how many of you ever stop to be like, hey, you, I love you. Hey, you, I'm really proud of you. Hey, you have such, Vicky, I'm speaking to you. You have like such a delightful sense of humor and such a wild spirit and such a fun sense to be around that you're not recognizing your value. You're not seeing the woman. You're the goddess part of you that's just absolutely and positively 100% amazing, Vicky. And so I think you need to get into the mirror and see her and find her and move forward with that confidence. Um, because you are, but you're going into the wrong scenes too. You're going into the wrong scenes too. It's almost like I want to pull you more into, um, what's the word I'm looking for? I keep, the word association keeps coming up. I don't know why that comes. Maybe that's something you identify with. I don't know. But write it down for me. Associations, because I feel like I want to be like the people who are involved in something, people who are doing something, people who are providing some level of themselves. Whether it's like in a volunteer kind of thing, the sun is getting me. Whether it's in some kind of volunteer kind of work or some kind of club. And I know you work a lot. But it's like I need to find a hobby that opens up my creative spirit. And I keep hearing the word association. I don't know what that means, Vicky. Write it down. But I keep hearing that I need to find something that elevates my spirit and is becomes a new passion and something that like I want to be involved in, right? I want to move towards. I want to be involved in this. That's what I'm feeling for you. So I think when you open up and allow yourself that self-love and sort of venture out a little bit past where you are and start looking around for the things that matter, that will matter to you and create a difference. There's something in you that wants to be of service in a big way. And I don't know what it is, but there's something I think you do. So I'm just going to leave it there for you. Okay. And I think once you come upon that, I see somebody there waiting. And I know you don't want to hear this, but it's not just dating. I see something very special happening for you. It goes beyond dating. So it's coming. Okay? Just got to get yourself out and past there a little bit. Mwah. I love you. Okay, guys, my phone is yelling at me. I'm at 15%. Heather Alfonso, Francesca, nice to see you. JP, hello. Hello. Vanna, Tracy. I didn't get to say hello to everybody. Tina, hello. Thank you all for being here. My phone's gonna die on me. It's just gonna die, because it just is not holding a charge lately. I know I wanted to get a couple readings in. If you guys are interested, and thank you, Chris. I love you. If you guys are interested in the daily card reads, if you are interested in the guidance reads, my dog just came out to visit me. If you guys are interested in the daily guidance reads, they are on the wait list. I'm starting them back up on 4/2. Let's get you registered for them before that wait list runs out because they are awesome and it's incredible and it's a lot of fun. I'm also doing the Parallel Life development coaching, the mentoring coaching package. So if you are ready to step into your own parallel reality and start making your dreams come true, I want to walk the path with you. Let me guide you. It's a 90-day program, one-on-one. There's no group. It's just one-on-one, you and me. Pulling out all the feels, getting through all the stuff, helping you elevate and move through them. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Monday. And I will see you on the other side. Bye.